I don't have a single tear in my eyes. Why? Because he's a fighter. He'll die like a fighter. He always said, I'll die with my shoes on. But whoever is the person who shot my father dead, mister, come in front of me. You have some education. My father gave me education. And the politicians gave you guns and the stones. You want to fight with guns and the stones? That is all cowardness. All the politicians are using you. Come in front and fight with education. I'm an associate professor. I've started from zero level. My father started from a bicycle. My brother, he's a famous diabetologist. My mother, she sits on the shop, a female lady. That is what Makhanlal Bindru made us. A Kashmiri Pandit, he will never die. You can just kill the body. Makhanlal Bindru will be alive in the spirit. क्या करोगे? एक शरीर उड़ा दिया ना तुमने. उस शरीर ने जिनको पैदा किया है ना, वो मैं हूँ. ये हूँ मैं, मेरे बाप की बेटी.
That girl you just heard was the daughter of a Kashmiri Pandit who was mercilessly shot dead by terrorists last evening. Unfortunately, he was not the only casualty yesterday. Last night, 3 civilians were killed in 1 hour, making it 4 civilian killings in Srinagar alone in the last 4 days. The first victim, 70-year-old Makhanlal Bindru, a Kashmiri Pandit. Bindru was a prominent businessman running a pharmacy in Srinagar's Iqbal Park. Bindru, who was shot at point blank inside his pharmacy, was rushed to the hospital but was declared dead on arrival. He remained in Kashmir and ran his pharmacy, helping all kinds of people, even at the peak of terrorism in 1990s. Next, the terrorist struck downtown Srinagar's Lal Bazar. A street vendor named Virender Paswan was gunned down. Paswan was a resident of Bhagalpur in Bihar. The third attack was in Bandipora. Mohammad Shafi, the president of a taxi stand in the area, was shot dead. From cops to elected sarpanches, now unarmed civilians, innocent people, anyone who stands for democracy, peace, brotherhood, is being killed by terror groups who claim to fight for Kashmiris. Attacks on non-locals, remember, are on the rise. They've been rising post the abrogation of Article 370 in the valley. At least 50 non-locals have been killed in past 2 years in Jammu and Kashmir, most of them truckers or laborers who went there for work. Terror groups in Pakistan are frustrated with normalcy being coveted in the valley. Tourism has opened up. There's a lot more center-state engagement. The people, by and large, have moved on from abrogation of Article 370, much to Pakistan's disdain. Targeted killings also expose the rhetoric over demographic change. Terror groups are riding the fear being perpetrated by local politicians that new land rules will allow non-Kashmiris to settle down in Kashmir, and that this is all being done with an aim to change the demography of the valley. Meanwhile, around 3,800 Kashmiri Pandits are slowly returning to the valley under the central government schemes that is offering them jobs and accommodation. This is also not going down well with many. Lastly, the forces have been extremely vigilant, squeezing terror activities. There have been several terror modules that have been busted, infiltration attempts have been thwarted. Finding no other way to target India, these desperate terrorists are now turning to targeted killings, lone wolf type attacks on unarmed civilians, which are of course much easier to mount. First up, let's get you some political reactions. After that, Mr. Bindru's daughter, that brave woman you heard, is also joining us exclusively.
आज इस दुनिया को छोड़ गया है, उसको हमारे शैतानों ने उसे मार डाला है। उसने लोगों के लिए सब कुछ दिया। जब लोग यहाँ से भाग गए, वो नहीं भागा, वो यहीं रहा कि मैंने गरीबों की खिदमत करनी है।
आज कश्मीर में पाकिस्तानी सपोर्टेड जो टेररिस्ट हैं, उन्होंने जो 3 निर्मम हत्याएं की हैं, मैं कड़े शब्दों में निंदा करता हूं और मैं पाकिस्तान को स्पष्ट बता देना चाहता हूं, इससे पाकिस्तान के मंसूबे जो हैं पूरे नहीं होंगे। तुम्हारे जो ये टेररिस्ट हैं, जो ट्रेन किए हुए जो भेजे हैं, उनको उनके अंजाम तक पहुंचाया जाएगा। हमारे सुरक्षा बल, हमारी सेना, हमारी पुलिस, ये उनका पूरा उनको जो है उनके अंजाम तक पहुंचाएंगे, ये बिल्कुल स्पष्ट है।
Dr. Smriti Bindru, daughter of Makhanlal Bindru, is joining us now. First of all, my condolences and condolences to your family from our entire network. Let me begin by asking you, why do you think your father, a prominent Kashmiri, was targeted? What is the message that the terrorists were trying to send here?
See, my father was a very hardworking man. He was very famous in the valley. He was a kind of person who has given his life in serving the people of Kashmir. Any person you ask in Kashmir will be knowing my father. So just to make a news hype, they have killed my father. That's what I feel.
Like you said earlier also that he worked for everyone really. He stayed in Kashmir despite the height of the militancy, one of the very few rare examples. I ask you once again, what is the message you think terror groups are sending who claim that they are for Kashmiris? But this is what they do, and you know, your father's was not the only targeted killing yesterday. How does this help their cause?
See, this is a very big political question. I think our Prime Minister Modi is not able to answer why they are doing this. So I, being just a common man, it's very difficult for me to answer what mindset they have, why they are doing this. But I do feel they want to create that fear among the people so that Hindus don't come back to the valley. Maybe that's the intention.
Right. Well, that's certainly what many think is the intention. Now, you made a very powerful statement after your father's killing, that his spirit will stay alive. What is that spirit and its message?
See, I'll tell you one thing. My father, he was a very strong man who survived militancy, the peak of militancy in 1990. He started on a cycle, then on a scooter, then on a Maruti 800. I've seen my father working very hard. And I'll tell you one more thing. His intention for working was not money. He never worked for money. I'll really tell you, in his bank account, there will not be even 50,000. Really, I'm telling you this. He used to work only because he used to love his work. He used to love serving people. So the message which I really want to give is that you can kill a human being, but can you kill the spirit of that human being? Can you kill the passion of that human being? When you're looking into my eyes, my father is dead. We have just cremated my father, but you can see that fearlessness. You can see that passion. So that is what Makhanlal Bindru has given me and given to all his family members.
Finally, can I ask you, you said that there's a fear being spread amongst Hindus. Those, Kashmiri Pandits who seek to return to their homeland, some of them are doing, more are expecting a return home. Non-locals who want to work in Jammu and Kashmir, what will your message be to them, that they should not be cowered down by what is being attempted by terrorists here, spreading fear?
See, I've just cremated my father and come today. And I would really advise them, if they are coming forward for such a big step, they have to look forward for their safety, right? And when they are returning to Kashmir, planning to return to Kashmir, they have to take into consideration their security, right? It's very important. They simply can't come to Kashmir. That's what I really believe now. And they have to talk to government officials, police officials, then only they can plan it. Because simply, I think it will be very difficult because they're trying to spread fear. That's their motive, right? The killing of my father is just to spread fear among the people. And if they can kill my father, who was such a prominent figure, they can kill anybody, ma'am.
I understand what you're saying. It is indeed candid of you to say that, because ultimately people will worry for their lives. Thanks a lot to Smriti Bindru for talking to us. Let me go across to our guests. But before that, the big question we asked today, with more and more innocent civilians being attacked, is this Kashmirian? Is this what the so-called Azadi movement stands for? Has it not been exposed once again? Let me go across to Neeti Jain of the BJP joining us, Sumit Peer, political analyst, and Javed Beg, Jammu and Kashmir youth leader with us. We'll also be joined with by Majid Haidari, senior journalist, in just a bit. But Neeti, you heard the daughter of Mr. Bindru saying, she's saying that, people who want to come back to Kashmir will have to worry for their safety, for their security. How is the administration, which is under the LG currently in Jammu and Kashmir, going to ensure that, this doesn't spread the fear and derail the coming back of several hundreds of Kashmiri Pandits, or just what the BJP is trying to achieve there? Because on the ground, in the last 2 years alone, 15 non-locals have been attacked.
All right, Shivani. Let me first begin by offering my condolences to the families of the people who've lost their lives yesterday. That said, no matter anything I say is not going to take away that pain. There needs to be a responsibility that needs to be fixed. You can say it was intelligence, you can say it was the police that failed to act. But the point is, this was also the intelligence and this was also the police that has acted in the last 2 years where in your website it says 60% of terror incidents are fewer in the since the abrogation of Article 370, and 40% of the youth is lesser going into terrorism now. So it is the same agencies that have been working day and night to provide a secure environment in Kashmir. Today, Mehbooba Mufti came out and said that this is a failure of the narrative that the government is trying to build about normalcy in Kashmir. From where I see it, I think this is a vindication of normalcy in Kashmir, because these are the people who don't want that normalcy, and therefore they are committing such heinous acts and are attacking people who are non-locals, who are civilians, basically. And that is their weakness. And I salute the courage of the girl who is just speaking right now. These are the people who shot that Mr. Bindru from the back. So these people are definitely not Kashmiris. This is not Kashmirian. This is open terrorism, and anybody trying to validate that is doing a huge disservice to all the work that has been done and is being done going forward in Kashmir by the government, by the intelligence, by the forces.
Let me bring in Javed Beg here. He's a youth leader in Jammu and Kashmir. Do you agree with what Niti is saying? The fact that these lone wolf type attacks are happening, unarmed innocent civilians are being attacked, 15 such incidents have happened since the abrogation of Article 370. Niti believes that this is a vindication that people are moving towards normalcy.
I totally agree with her. I totally agree with the daughter of soil, Bindru Sahab's daughter. This is cowardice. This is inhuman. You know, they are anti-human, they are anti-Kashmiri, they are anti-Kashmiriyat, they are anti-peace. These elements will not stop us from making Kashmir what Kashmir was. And, you know, killing Bindru Sahab will not change the resolve of Kashmiris, both Kashmiri Muslims and Kashmiri Hindus, Kashmiri Pandits. I salute daughter of this soil. To see the courage, see the indomitable will. This shows the frustrated terrorists are a failure. They have failed. They cannot stop Kashmiris from achieving the goal of establishing peace in Kashmir again. See, they can kill an elderly, very respectable person like Bindru Sahab. What was his crime? Was his crime his faith? If that is the problem, we need to rediscover whether we are humans or not. As a Kashmiri, I know Bindru Sahab. Every Kashmiri knows Bindru Sahab. He was serving humanity. He was not doing business. I have met him many times because I also worked in a medical company for some time. He was a great man. He was Kashmir. Kashmir is not Dal Lake. Kashmir is not Pir Panchal range of forests. Kashmir is every Kashmiri who believes in Kashmiriyat. And these enemies of humanity, the terrorists across border are trying to stop Kashmiris from achieving the goal of normalcy or peace, or reviving that thousands of years of communal harmony. They will fail. They have failed today because every Kashmiri visited Bindru Sahab's residence. Every Kashmiri is feeling the pain of Gol Gappewala, that poor worker who was killed by terrorists. Every Kashmiri is standing by the Bhatt Sahab of Hajan, who was killed yesterday.
Yeah, Majid Haidari is also joining us. I hope the message is also going across to all those who've been, batting for separatism under the garb of whatever their ambitions may be in Jammu and Kashmir, because, this is what this separatism and terrorism stands for. That you just murder unarmed, innocent civilians just to spread fear. This is exactly what terror is. There is no azadi. There is no, principled fight or anything. Because these terror groups will say they are for Kashmir and Kashmiris, but they kill innocent Kashmiris.
Madam, firstly, my heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family, and I would say that Bindruji was a brave man who stood back in Kashmir and served the people of Kashmir. And the kind of image which he had drawn over the years was like that he was the Sanjeevani booty for the people of Kashmir, that people of Kashmir would prefer to buy medicines from him from far off places. The medicine which would not be sold at any other shop was available at Bindru, and Bindru was the first and the last resort for the people of Kashmir to buy medicine. That was the kind of trust the people of Kashmir had towards the Kashmiri Pandit. And that is all the way appreciable, and that is why I condole him and I say he was the Sanjeevani booty. But now the point is, what has led to the position that he got killed?
What has led
Modi
to
ji
that
had a
position?
vision. Madam, Modi ji had a vision after abrogation of Article 375, there will be peace and prosperity. What has sabotaged that? That is the
No, but
biggest question.
Majid,
And the answer-
don't act
Yes.
clever by half. You know, you cannot just talk about the last 2 years where statistics show the terror attacks have come down, where young youth going into terror groups has come down. Talk about the last 30 years too. Who's responsible for this mindset in Jammu and Kashmir?
Let me factually correct you.
Who's responsible for this mindset? Are you telling me that, militancy is something that happened only for a few years? It's happened for 30 years.
No, I am saying that for the last 2 years, the government in Jammu and Kashmir, not the Modi government, but the one which has been chosen by Modi government in Jammu and Kashmir, has failed to safeguard the lives of people.
I have already
because we have
asked,
a IAS kind
I've
of a
asked
government.
Neeti Jain of the BJP that question, but you please don't skirt around the question I am asking you. What do these terrorists
I'll
stand
first-
for? And will
What
all
should-
of those people who batted for the Hurriyat, who bat for separatism, who bat for this so-called alienation of Kashmir youth and whatnot as a justification for crime and criminality and terrorism, do you have the guts to say, this is not what you stand for? That these
I have the
terrorists
guts
don't
to
represent
say-
Kashmir?
I have the guts to say that Hurriyat is now a thing of past, separatist sentiment is
Yeah,
now
you
a
can
thing
say
of
that
past.
now. It doesn't
But
suit you
my
anymore.
question is,
But
why
this
does
is not just
government
about
fail to-
you. I am saying who peddled this separatism for 30 years?
No, the problem is why is government failing to safeguard lives of people in Jammu and Kashmir? Why have 5 people lost their lives in 3 days? Why is government failing? Because I repeat, I asked government in Jammu and Kashmir. They are not bothered about the lives of people. Why was Bindru not providing security? Is it my job?
I am going
No,
to
it is
go
the job of the
to
Jammu
my
and Kashmir
other
government.
panelists on this. My question to you is still very clear. What do these terrorists represent? Do they
What does my
represent
government
Kashmiris?
represent? A failure. What does my government represent? A typical
No,
failure.
but why
A
can't you
failure to
condemn
safeguard lives
terrorists?
of the
What
people.
is the problem?
No. Shivani, what is this all about?
60%
I mean, what is this all about? I mean, you have killed an
less
innocent
youth.
person and
Shivani,
you're
can I
blaming the
answer
government
your
for that.
question?
You have to blame the person who pulled that goddamn
No,
trigger.
he's unwilling to do
Have the
that.
guts to condemn him.
Sumit Peer,
not blame the
yeah, you
government.
can go and directly talk to Majid Hydari, but that's exactly the problem. They'll go around the circle and you beat around the bush. Everybody is to be blamed. But people who actually supported terrorism, militancy, separatism in the valley for 40 years are not to be blamed. They've washed their hands of the situation, Sumit Peer.
You see, ma'am, you see the situation here, Shivani ji. Mr. Bindru is a 70-year-old man. For last 40, 50 years, he's serving the people of Kashmir. For last 30 years, his customers are 99.9% Muslim. He is there. His daughter just told you he doesn't even have 50,000 in his
No,
bank account.
Mr. Peer, can
So
I
he is
just
doing
say,
a
it
service to the
doesn't
nation.
matter who he was or what he did. Let's also
the
talk
question-
about that innocent, poor local street vendor.
I'm
Mr.
coming to him.
Paswan,
I'm coming to that. You
It
see,
doesn't
this
matter
person
whether
was
you
selling
were great
medicines.
or not great in somebody's eyes. You don't deserve to be killed like this.
Yeah, exactly. He was supplying medicine to the people who need dawai. Now this street vendor, he was selling golgappes, and this taxi driver who was the president of the association. What is their fault? Why were
Sir,
they
what
killed?
is the
And
role of the
what is this
government?
tyranny all about?
What is
Killing
the role of the government
Kashmiris in
beyond
the name of
musical
Kashmir.
stores?
What is this? Killing Kashmiris in the name of Kashmir. Yeah, if this is not terrorism, what else is this? These terrorists are in the business of terrorism. They work
Killing
from
is
their
the face of
masters
terrorism.
of ISI. When ISI thinks the things are getting normalized, they
What is
activate, they
supposed to
identify
be
the
the
people
role
like
of the
Mr.
government?
Bindru the street vendor and start doing it. What is this exactly what is happening? What does a street vendor for Bihar? A pure street vendor for Bihar. How does he affect you? What is your problem with him? What is your problem with the Bihari Dalits selling Golgappes in Kashmir?
What
is this about?
Mr. Beg, one second. On these non-locals being attacked, I just want to very quickly ask you, is this not something that local Kashmiri leaders are themselves guilty of? Because, they keep spreading fear of demography change.
They are actually to be blamed for this. The leadership of Kashmir of last 70 years are to be blamed for these innocent killings.
No, why should you blame the leadership?
They have
What
put
about the
Kashmir in
present
this
government?
fiasco, Shivani. They are responsible for
You
putting
can't
Kashmir in
blame
this
Nehruji
fiasco.
for this killing.
They have
One by
used the
one.
youth of Kashmir.
One by
They
one.
have used
Mr.
the
Beg,
youth
you
of
please
Kashmir
finish.
for their political gains.
Yeah, Mr. Beg.
See,
Shivani, you
every
cannot blame
single
Nehruji for this killing.
Life matters. Every life matters. This is the failure of successive regimes of Jammu and Kashmir. They failed in protecting people of Kashmir. We cannot blame Modi ji for every failure in our society. This is the failure of our civil society. We have to accept this. We cannot blame everything on New Delhi. No. As a Muslim, as a Kashmiri, I blame myself for Bindru Saab's killing, for this poor Golgappe vendor's killing.
So you should go to police station and get yourself arrested.
Majid, don't be facetious.
No.
All you do is continually ridicule other people's emotions. One by one. Neeti, I want to give you 30 seconds. 1 second.
Cold-blooded terrorists. Don't bring Kashmir.
This is exactly what Majid Haidari does every time. You will blame everybody else in the world, but for the terrorists themselves. So those who pick up the gun are not to be blamed. Everybody else is to be blamed. But let me give 30 seconds to Neeti also. Neeti, please respond to the fact that there will be fear that will be spread because of these killings. We can't escape from that fact. The government has responsibility, the administration.
I began by saying that the responsibility needs to lie somewhere, but we also need to understand that the work that is being done is a wrong that is being righted in the last 2 years, and this wrong has been going on for more than 70 years, 40, 50, 60 years, and that is something that will take time. And to Mr. Haidari, sir, Naya Kashmir, मैं आपको बताती हूँ, Naya Kashmir ही हजम नहीं हो रहा है उन लोगों से. The people who are coming and killing the non-armed local civilians who have done nothing wrong except just existing in that state. All I want to
Madam,
say
what
is
has
that
been
the
the
development
contribution of
will
JK government for the last 2 years, other than
One by one, 1 second. I want to go across to Mr. Peer for one final comment. Mr. Bindru's daughter also said that those who want to come back to Kashmir, Kashmiri Pandits, or those who want to work in Kashmir non-locals, they'll have to be careful. Because if her father can be killed, anybody can be killed, and we are seeing that happening. What will your message be to Kashmiri Pandits and others?
I think, ma'am, it is a word of caution. There is a ploy by ISI and its trained Pakistani terrorists. In all probability, the people who killed a gentleman like Mr. Bindru would be Pakistanis and Pakistani trained terrorists. And there are people on this panel who are giving them intellectual cover fire. We have to expose that, and we have to be united, and we have to send a very strong message. Kashmir belongs to every Kashmiri. Kashmir kisi ke baap ka nahi hai. Nobody can stop anybody from coming to Kashmir. Kashmir belongs to 1.3 billion Indians. You, me, everybody is an equal stakeholder in Kashmir. And anybody who tries to scare us, you can kill 1 to 10 people, but ultimately you will not be able to stop us.
Okay.
Let the progress go on. Let the local Kashmiri youth be with us. Let the locals be with us. We will turn the tables and we will defeat ISI, their agents, and the people who give them intellectual
You
cover fire.
first
I call them overground workers.
then you turn the
Okay,
table, sir,
I have
please.
to end on that
Overground
note.
workers of terrorists.
Well, more power to
We
our security
stand
forces.
by
They've
Bindru
managed to,
Saab's
of course,
family.
squeeze the terror
We
groups
stand by
themselves. They've resorted to what is a very
innocent
cheap form
who
of
have been
attack
killed
on
by
local,
terrorists.
unarmed, innocent civilians.
You know,
Even
killing
this will be
Kashmiris in the name
thwarted.
of Kashmir.
I have to end
This
at
is
that
what it's
note.
all about.
I do thank all of you for joining us. Really, this is a message that should go to those who spread fear in the name of demography change and who also bat softly for separatism that has really not led Kashmiris to anything but devastation in the last 40 years. Thanks a lot for watching.